Hello neighbors, it's Brad here at eTrailer, and today we're taking a look at the Roadmaster Nighthawk Tow Bar on a 2018 Ford Explorer. Now, there's 5 main components when flat towing your Explorer that are going to be required. Now the first one is going to be the base plate, which is going to attach to the frame of the vehicle, creating a nice structural support for your tow bar to be able to connect from your base plate to the hitch on the RV. Now going along with that, we have our safety chains, and that's it. Just in case of an accidental disconnect, it's still going to keep everything attached, and the mounting points are already on the base plate for you. You also have your diode wiring, which is going to transmit light signals from the RV to the taillights on the towed vehicle, and that's just a 6-pole up front that runs to the 7-pole on the RV. You also have a supplemental braking system, which is going to slow and stop the vehicle as you apply the brakes on the RV. And in case of a catastrophic disconnect where everything failed, you have a breakaway switch, which when pulled, the vehicle will come to a stop. Now I can always spot a Roadmaster Nighthawk out on the road because of the integrated LEDs, and that's really cool because as you're flat towing your vehicle, your headlights aren't on. So even at nighttime, people tend to not see that car behind the RV. If they've passed your taillights and they aren't paying attention, sometimes they may merge over because they don't see those headlights, and that's where these come into play. Someone's going to see that glowing orange and realize that there's something behind that RV. This is definitely the cleanest looking tow bar once installed on any vehicle, and the reason being is it has cable management. A lot of other times you have an umbilical that's kind of dragging around, same with your safety cables. Not this one. It has channeling that's built in, and it's nice because it comes with the umbilical already in place, so that's included, which is really nice. It also comes with a 6-pole too, so you don't have to worry about picking one of those up. Your safety cables also feed through here. You have a quick link and some hooks, so that way it's all tied together. So it's not only great for going down the road, you have less to worry about dragging, but also for storage purposes. Once it's up and in its stored state, then you have a lot less cables to have to worry about. Now when you pick up your tow bar, you can get it with either Roadmaster ends or Blue Ox ends, so it doesn't really matter what base plate you have, you can definitely make this tow bar work with it. Even if you have an eTrailer or Demco base plate like we have here, it was able to attach to the arms, and this is a little bit different style than your typical attachment here because the arms are attached to the tow bar, but it obviously works with this base plate. And a feature that I recommend for any tow bar that you're buying is non-binding. And what that means is when these arms extend, they're going to lock into place. And in order to draw them back, generally with the binding tow bar, you have to be on perfectly flat level ground to get it to retract. Well, that's not the case here. This can be uneven. You can be at a campsite that maybe isn't flat, and you can pull the handle up and draw those arms back, getting your vehicle to detach from the tow bar. And overall, fit, finish, quality, everything about this tow bar is truly great. This is one of the best that I've dealt with, and I highly recommend it to anyone that's maybe interested. And as far as weight capacity goes, this is also a pretty heavy duty tow bar. It has a weight capacity of 8,000 pounds. So for something like the Explorer, no big deal. But if you plan on moving to something a little bit larger down the future, you still have plenty of wiggle room. And when you've reached your campsite or destination and you need to stow your tow bar, no problem. We'll just simply pull our pins out, separate our arms. Our non-binding feature here allows us to get this out fairly easily. We'll get our safety cables off, our diode wiring, breakaway switch. Then you can draw the arms together and then get this latched up. Now this has a spring-loaded latch where the top of this bolt just locks into place. And once latched in, that's going to keep it from dropping down. You can choose to stow it to one side or the other. And as I mentioned, this cable management is keeping these cables pretty off the ground and dragging. But something I recommend picking up, since this is a big investment, is a stowage bag, and that way you can cover up your tow bar and keep it protected from the elements. So if you plan on keeping this on the back of your RV, you don't have to worry about road grime, getting anything dirty or breaking it down prematurely. And that was a look at the Roadmaster Nighthawk Tow Bar on a 2018 Ford Explorer.